Hey guys, and welcome back to Filara Spirit, where imagination is creation, inevitably in the end. If you are new here, hey, welcome to the club, welcome to the fam. Consider subscribing just for because. And if you're a returning subscriber or any of the World of Filara WOF community, hey guys, how's it going? Isn't it fun to be back here on YouTube doing this? I definitely love doing top downs. I definitely love doing pick a cards, or just top down. I don't care if it's pick a card, collective, zodiac, star. Like I just don't care. I just top down is the way I love to do it. So it's fun to be back at it. I'm looking forward to it. We're going to be having a look at the full moon for this month, July 2025. So it's 20th, 21st, depending on where we are. I think it's 21st for us in the UK, in the Northern Hemisphere, maybe. But it is a buck moon. So I'm not really going to look too much at what sign the moon is in. Me preferably, just me preferably. I prefer to just look at what kind of full moon it is. I might do new moons in the future as well, but full moons are kind of my main focus right now. When the energy is just, I'm either loads and loads of energy and cannot stop, or I'm absolutely drained, and sometimes it's both, like right now. We just had a full moon when I'm recording this. Did we? I don't know. Don't know where we are, you guys. So we're going to have a look at the buck moon for July. So the buck moon signals, let's say, when male deer, bucks get their horns, right? So it's a sign of evolution, growth, yes, still being the same, but evolving to something more, and also growth as well, the growing of the antlers. Maturity. Maturity. It's not necessarily having to leave behind the child self or abandon, or it's not about not having fun or anything like that or whatever. It's about being able to maintain and sustain said fun or dreams, desires, aspirations, projects, etc. It's the ability to sustain and maintain them, right? To have a long-term or longer-term kind of energy to be able to put into something, to see it pan out over a longer term, right? And then we also have it as, the one I'm looking at the most is strength. Stronger, something growing stronger. The buck is growing stronger. As he matures, he grows his antlers, as he can prepare to fight, defend himself and his family if he needs to, etc. It also just represents the ability, like the strength that a buck doe has to have to carry the antlers on his head, right? A moose is the worst. Like, how do moose... I went to America 2021. It was my first time seeing... I only saw a moose head because it was like a hunted, like a, what's it called, trophy thing on the wall or whatever. But it's a real moose, and I literally just looked at it and I was like, I had no idea it was that big. Like, he literally would not fit here on my mum's wall in her bedroom right now, because he was just... The strength to carry those things on one's neck is just, yeah. So I thought it would be fun to have a look in for each sign during this full buck moon. What is growing stronger for you? Where is growing stronger for you? What in your life is growing stronger for you? Whether that's manifestational capabilities or energies, whether that's a specific relationship or area of your life, a certain situation. We're going to take a look. We're going to break it down sign by sign. We're starting with Cancer in the month of July because it's just the Cancerian month. Moving over to August, we'll begin with Leo and then Virgo and blah, blah, blah. So you guys will get cycled around, but right now Cancer is up first. So all the timestamps are going to be down below, as well as the link to the World of Filara Patreon, which is free to join. There is loads of content and community there for you to check out and just see what the World of Filara is about. Don't forget to check out my other channel as well, which is World of Filara. And of course, all the other socials will be down below as well, etc., etc. I will see you at your pile reading. Hey, Cancer. Let's get straight into your reading. Having a look at what/where, or whatever, is growing stronger for you during this buck full moon over the course of... It's going to be really this week. There are a lot of theories, belief systems, operating systems around full moons that say 3 days before and 3 days after is kind of your window of the full moon energy. I don't know about you personally, but I'm like, mate, it's for 2 weeks. All right, it's the week before and the week of, or the week of and the week afterwards. All right, I don't know where this 3 days before, 3 days after, because maybe I'm just too open. Not too open, but I don't know. All right. Where or what is going stronger for Cancer? I'm taking the one that's in my hand. So it's clearly the one that wants to be seen first. We do have literally the card of growth. This is card 44 here as well. Fours, for me, represent the four corners of like a square. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's a square literally here. Body, heart, mind, soul, if you want to look at it that way. Mental, emotional, material, as in money, and spiritual, you know. Sometimes people will call it like the Holy Trinity, the Father, the Son, Holy Ghost, or whatever, you know. But I like to think of four as like, it's the most, as far as we consider to build on. I think the triangle is geometrically the strongest shape. But I always just think of a kid when they build like a Lego house, right? They're like, I'm going to build a Lego house or a palace or a mansion or something. And what's the first thing that they do? They just build a square, like a rectangular square thingy, and then they build up from there, right? Because it represents growth, stability. For me, 4 represents stability. You have got the double 4s here as well. So, what is growing stronger for you? What is getting stronger for you? This is going to be in one area, but let's have a look. Beneath the surface of your life, miraculous changes are occurring. Something you thought was ordinary is in fact remarkable. You're in a great time of spiritual and material growth. Get ready and hang on for the ride. Yeah, it seems like something here is... It's not what's growing stronger for you. It's just what's growing for you. This is, yes, okay, stronger in the terms of the energies are getting stronger perhaps and things like that. But much like I discussed at the beginning, the buck moon represents the deer, the buck male deer getting his horns, growing his horns. And in this instance, the buck is growing horns maybe bigger and better than he expected. They, obviously you're the buck, but it's nothing to do with gender. 4 of Cups, yes. In something that you either assumed wasn't going to turn out well or wasn't going to grow. Something here that you may have, I want to say, even given up on with the 4 of Cups. Right? That didn't turn out the way that I wanted it to, or that didn't go as far as I wanted it to. This might have been you even giving up on something, perhaps. It's going to be different for everyone. You don't necessarily have to have gone as far as 4 of Cups given up, but definitely at the point 4 of Cups, seems like every time I try it just doesn't work out, or it is a little bit an energy of I never get what I want kind of thing. I'm hearing the Smiths, please, please, please let me get what I want. For once in my life, let me get what I want. See, then the 8 of Wands, that's the growth. This seems to be in some... This card was saying... Hold on, one sec. Let me just get the... 44... Something you thought was ordinary is in fact remarkable. See this here? Something that you thought wasn't going to happen actually happens, or something that you gave up on, some of you, or maybe have just accepted that you will never get or will never be the way you want it to be, or something like that. And if we're talking about specific people with names and faces, then yeah, you can forget about it, because you do not have control of anyone else's free will. We are talking here, it could be still involving romance or connection, but this is not a specific person. This is like, you know, well, I know what it is that I want, or what kind of person that it is that I want, what kind of love it is that I want. And even every time I try, it doesn't work out, or it hasn't worked out. And this is either I've given up on that, the idea of it at all, that it exists at all, or possibly I have resigned myself to the acceptance that it doesn't exist, you know? Even if you're not necessarily moping about it here, right? 8 of Wands, ooh. Yeah, Queen of Swords. All right, beautiful. I was going to say, this seems like communication here. I beg to differ, Cancer. This is the Star card. That is dreams coming true. There will be some kind of information, communication, either the start of a communication or the continuing, the development, the growth of communication. And it's kind of proving to you that whatever this is here that you gave up on, assumed the worst of, or accepted whatever, it's proving it wrong. Aren't you so happy to be wrong? I'm quite happy for you to be wrong. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, Cancer. Let me know how this goes for you. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all the YouTubey things. And, of course, check out the Patreon, which you can sign up to for free down below in the description box. Love you so much. Bye. Hey, hey, fellow Leo brothers and sisters. How's it going? My Leo brethren. God, I love being a Leo sun so much. Literally would not want to be any other sun in the entire world. I mean, it's just Leo is sun. Sun, Leo, Leo, sun. And I'm a Leo sun. Objectively, it is the best one. No, wait, subjective. Whatever. So, let's have a look. What's growing, or what's growing stronger for Leo over the course of this buck moon period energy? What's growing stronger for the Leos? Beautiful. Excuse my itchy nose, I'm so sorry. Starry night, acceptance 41. Starry, starry night, paint your palette blue and gray. Gray? Lit up on a sunny day. I don't know the words. Da, 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 da. Perhaps they never will. That one. Simon and Garfunkel, right? Starry night. Embrace your inner majesty. Accept your life in all of its configurations. Every moment has profound value, even if it doesn't seem like it. Forgive yourself and others. Accept all that life has provided, and harmony will ensue. What's growing for you is, I mean, yeah, I don't want to just say as simply as some kind of simply accepting a situation or anything. This seems like it's some kind of peaceful understanding, acceptance understanding. Right? Like some kind of, this seems like we're incorporating some kind of surrender here. The acceptance, not acceptance. Oh, I have to be sad because I should just accept this is not what I want, or won't be what I want, or isn't whatever. This less acceptance. It's not that kind of acceptance. It's more the acceptance of things are exactly where they are supposed to be. Even if I don't have what I want yet, even if I don't see any final money, yeah, nine of what? I was just gonna say nine of hermit, the hermit card. It's like, even if I am alone, and when I say alone, I don't mean necessarily in the terms of even socially or whatever. I mean alone as in, you know, your manifestations and the reality, physical reality of what you want might not have turned up yet, or well, hasn't. Seven of Pentacles, yeah, you're kind of here in a place of acceptance. It's very peaceful acceptance. Do you know what I mean? It's like, please wait while the universe deals with its other appointments. It will get to you as soon as it possibly can. And you're like, okay, no problemo. I'm just going to lie here and like daydream while I look at this light, or shuffle around with this abacus or whatever, which, by the way, Seven of Pentacles is patience. It's allowing things to grow, planting seeds, readjustment and reevaluation. Sort of imagine it sometimes like going out to, like I've been doing, going out to the vegetable patch and just, you know, picking off the dead leaves and making sure there's no bugs and slugs, and just sort of tending to things. You're tending to things here, whilst it's not even like you're waiting for something to happen. This is just an acceptance and understanding of, it's going to take as long as it's going to take. It's going to happen as it's going to, yeah, such a sense of patience around this situation. It's going to happen when it's going to happen. It's going to be with whoever it's going to be with, or it's going to be when, how, who, why, and where. When, how, who, why, and where it will be. And that's okay. Acceptance. Yeah? So again, like I said, it's not acceptance. I don't feel like you're accepting something particularly negative. Let me see. It's just more, I mean, it's going to be different for all of us, I suppose. Some of us, yes, it will be something that, you know, objectively we might call, no. Yeah, I rest my case. Look, there's us. The sun. That is the Leo. Bottom of the deck as well. I'm taking it off. Thank you so much. Temperance card 2. It's going to happen when it's going to happen. It's going to be who it's going to be. It's going to take place where it's going to take place. It's going to be caused by whatever it is that it's going to be caused by. You just have some kind of internal, inner, peaceful, intangible, ineffable, intuitive knowing that it is going to happen. I think that's what the strength is here. That's what's growing for you, yes. What's growing is the strength of your knowing that something is for you. Yeah? Some kind of lifestyle is for you, or some kind of experience is for you, or some kind of love, or the kind of person that you're looking for. Please don't attach names or faces. The kind of love and whatever it is that you're out there, then maybe if you're creative or something, you know, and you have this dream or plan of projects, ideas, showing your work or your talents or your skills or something like that, somehow here you know something is for you, right? And what's growing is the strength in that, which is at the same time, simultaneously, as it grows stronger, you grow softer. You can be softer on yourself. You can be softer on the circumstances. You can be softer on allowing it to just come about however it's going to come about, just because the knowing is so secure. That's what's growing stronger. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you guys have a good month and a good full moon. Let me know how this goes for you. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all of the YouTubey things. And, of course, check out down below for the free Patreon that you can join for free. And you can come and check out what the World of Filara is about all over there. I love you guys so much. Bye. Hey, Virgo. Let's get straight into your reading. Having a look at July Buck Moon. What is growing or growing stronger for you, Virgo? What is growing or growing stronger? Oh, it's growing stronger. You know what I mean, universe, alright? For Virgo, around this buck moon, along with this buck moon, and ooh, one flipper. Is it one flipper? Yeah, look at that. I love it when it flips like this in the deck, because I'm like, boom. Or when it just out onto the table. Bottom of the deck, I do want to point out, is joy. Okay. Miracles, joy. Okay. Let's have a look here. I mean, we don't really need to read from the book, but like I said, sometimes there's just like one word or phrase that might click with somebody out there who needs to hear it. No way did I just open it to the right page as well. Everyday miracles are occurring around you. Watch for and embrace them. Let go of fear and doubt. As you notice and accept the small wonders in your life, greater gifts will grow around you in spectacular ways. Be open to receive. I think that's kind of the big message here, is being open to receive. We can, I suppose, attract in, if you want to, more energy by noticing the miracles around. One of my biggest suggestions is go watch Darren Brown. I believe it's called Miracle. I believe the show is called Miracle. It's on Netflix, probably on YouTube. There's clips of it or whatever. There's this bit at the beginning where he explains the odds of you existing. Not just the odds of you existing from both your parents' DNA, from your mother's DNA and your father's DNA, right? Regardless of your family circumstances. But then the odds of you existing like within that one human, and then how many times, you know, they had parents who had parents who had parents who had... Do you have any idea the amount of divine intervention or otherwise that had to have taken place literally just for you to exist? Like, that's freaking insane. That's miracles, right? Another great one I would suggest is Neil deGrasse Tyson, and just, you know, the study of the birth of the universe and biology and chemicals and physics and stuff. And I'm just like, yeah, you've just explained it to me, Neil deGrasse Tyson. Like, I literally understand, and yet I still don't know. Like, that's magic. But why? Why exactly those things? Why did it not just come back? Like, that's the kind of miracles that we're trying to look for here. It's not just miracles of, oh, the thing worked out that I wanted it to. You can find it in a rainbow. You can find it in a movie, a child. I find it in bugs, a lot of the time in bugs. I love bugs. Like, we can find it everywhere, right? The magic of existence, which puts you in that energy, and hey, yes, you're going to notice it more. Just like when you play yellow car, red car punch, and all of a sudden you start seeing yellow and red cars everywhere. Like, why is there so many yellow cars all of a sudden? Oh, because I'm looking for it. Yes. It's science, it's spirituality, it's psychology. It's all weaved and woven in together here at the World of Filara, okay? Nine of Cups, for the love of God. So what, you just having like some kind of wish come true here or something? Uno más per favore. Six of Swords. Okay, so it doesn't seem, let me get one more before I open my mouth. Oh my gosh, this is Virgo's reading as well, which is my best friend's reading, and his special number is 31. Oh, love you so much, hello. Five of Wands, burn it down and move on. Okay, burn it down and move on. I see here with the Six of Swords moving into calmer waters. It's starting to make some sense here. You are going to have to do something here with the Five of Wands. Now, it's going to be different for everyone. This might be uncomfortable for some, not so much for others. This Five of Wands coming out usually in Santa Muerte is more of an energy of, yeah, I'm very much ready to do this. And the message is burn it down and move on. Whatever this is that's being burnt down and moved on from Five of Wands, which is conflict, and specifically Five of Wands, external opinion conflict. Right? Imagine you in the center of a situation dealing with something that is your life, like your job or your relationships or your preferences. And then you've got a ring of people around you all arguing about what they think you should be doing, either to you or over you or around you. And it's just nothing to do. Burn it down and move on. Five of Wands. Burn it down and move on. This seems more of an emotional wish come true, something lifted off of the shoulders. What's growing stronger for you, or what's growing for you, is your own ability to discern between where the magic is in your life and where it isn't. Not only just to discern it, but then do something about it. Action. Five of Wands. Yeah? This is more of an ability strengthening rather than some relationship or physical material means. This is a personal, internal kind of growing stronger. The ability to discern what is magic in my life and what isn't, and then to be able to do something about it. Five of Wands, and move forward into calmer waters. Both of these containing boats, by the way. One moving into calmer waters, one with all your wishes, well, wishes coming true, not all, but just wishes. Maybe the wish granted was to be done with something here and not have it on your plate anymore. Here we go. The strength is there. You are growing various Mr. and Mrs. Virgo buck moons. Buck deers, I mean. Okay, I love you guys so much. Comment, like, share, subscribe, all of the YouTubey things. Check out down below as well for the Patreon community, which is free to join, and you can come and check out. There's a whole bunch of free stuff up there. Join the World of Filara. Just join the community, okay? Love you so much. Bye. Hey, hey, all my fellow Libras. Well, Libra rising, but best rising sign. I swear, I don't have all of the best sign placements, but my sun in Leo, my moon in Pisces, my Virgo Venus. I just love it so much. But my favorite by far is my rising Libra. No other rising sign that I would want to be. It is just genuinely who I am. All right, let's have a look. Librarians. So we're having a look at what's growing stronger for you around this buck moon with the buck moon energy. What's growing? Thank you for Libra. Flexibility. Nice. My instant thing here, as soon as I pulled this out, was other people being more flexible around you for some reason. For some reason, that was just my initial thing. It is going to say when I pull from the book, flow like the willow trees, you know, bend and shake around in the storms, but you don't actually like move from where you are. I like to look at it like being sort of in the eye of the tornado. Things may be blowing and whirling around you, but you stay centered in the middle, rooted to the ground, not getting caught up in said tornado. That kind of energy. But for some reason, the first thing that I did pull out very strongly was the idea of people being more flexible with you. Before the thought came in of, oh, I wonder if it's Libra being flexible with others or others. It was in there straight away. Be flexible in your life. Be willing to bend rather than break. Be amenable to change, and you will flourish in wondrous ways. Yes, okay, like, yeah. We know these things. Why am I even reading that? Well, let me just get the Santa Muerte. Santa Muerte, tengo una pregunta. Unas preguntas, actually. Excuse my Spanish, you guys. I'm learning. I'm self-taught, so. Yeah, sun. Happiness, joy, wonderful. Lovely. Yay. Six of Cups, on a whim. Somewhat with the inner child here. This is spontaneity. Yeah. But spontaneity is more giving me wands and like the Fool. What's this? Six of Cups, the Sun. Flexibility. Flexibility with the side of yourself that we, yeah, Two of Wands. Okay. So what's growing stronger for you here is the... Number one, it's going to be first the desire with the Sun and the flexibility and stuff, but it's going to be the ability, not just when I say the ability, like, you know, your ability, but it is also going to be likely resources and people and circumstances around you also loosening up flexibility to make it so that you are able to kind of indulge a little bit more with the Six of Cups. It's a very frivolous energy, not in a bad way, but I always see Six of Cups for me as the inner child energy. It's, well, that's, you know, one of its strongest representations. So when we look at this kind of Six of Cups in this terms, especially with the Two of Wands, which for me is the easiest choice card, right? Don't mess with me. I already know what I've decided before the choices come up. It's kind of coming from... It kind of comes from the inner child place of, for example, writing a Christmas list or knowing what you want for your birthday. When, you know, if... we did not all get afforded this, me, myself included, a lot of times. But let's just, in the traditional, in the healthy, nourishing, nurturing way, a child being excited about their birthday or Christmas or whatever it is they get gifts for or something, you know, and the that feeling that they have of, like, how easy the choice is for them because they just know what they love. Do you know what I mean? If you give a child the catalogue, we used to do that. If you give the child a catalogue and say, okay, no limits on the thing, they're pretty much probably going to choose everything, but it's going to be quite easy and quick. This is kind of you, the opportunities and ability, whether internally or externally from yourself, being more available for you to do that. To say yes to the whims, to say yes to the fancies, to say yes to that sort of inner child. Well, I just want it because I want it. I just want it because it feels good. Or maybe it's wanting to express yourself in some way. It could even be the other way around of, you know, children, for the most part, again, in a healthy, safe, nurtured, nourished setting, they'll just express themselves out loud. This is the thing that I love, and when it's time for it to go on, I'm going to bounce off of the walls like a bouncy ball, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. This is you not reining or caging that in for yourself. All right? So again, it seems like it's going to be different. I feel like both things are present here, both internally and externally. So when we're talking time, money, other people, situations, circumstances, also loosening up as you loosen up in saying yes to your whims, yes to your fancies. Like the chance and the opportunity for that to be more possible is growing in this full moon time. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there, Libra. Thank you so much for being here. I love you guys so much. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all of the YouTubey things, and check out down below for the Filara community, the World of Filara Patreon community. It's totally free. There's a bunch of free content. You can just come see what I'm all about and what everyone else is all about. We would love to have you. Okay, love you so much. Bye. Hey, Scorpio. Let's get into your reading. Scorpio. Gotta do the traditional chant, okay? Can't help it. It's like that weird echolalia thing. Let's go, disco. What's growing stronger for Scorpio in this buck moon? July buck moon. What's rooting? Expanding, perhaps. Ooh, moving forward. Just growing. Focus. Lovely. Focus, focus, focus. Wizard of the Woods. Let me read from El Libro. Put your attention on what's worthwhile. What's worthwhile, loving, and beautiful, that's what will manifest in your life. What you focus on is what you create. This is the time to choose just one thing to focus on rather than a slew of things and watch miracles abound. Interesting. This is a literal thing of, hey, pick one thing and focus on it. Like almost right now. Okay. Let's go disco. I call it laser focus, like Cyclops. Right, from X-Men. His laser focusy thingy and stuff. First, He doesn't, you know, he's got unwieldy powers. He doesn't know how to control it. And then he goes to the X-Men school of, Professor Xavier's School of Mutants, and he learns and he studies. That's us doing our spiritual shadow internal trauma work stuff, right? And he's like, oh, I can use this as a superpower. Yes. What do I want to laser focus on? Where do I want to aim said superpower? We have here the Queen of Wands. Yes, you're very attractive right now. And by that, which I mean, obviously, I'm sure you're shit. You're shit. Oops, I just swore. Can I do that on YouTube? I'm sure you're shit hot is what I was going to say. I'm sure you're hot, right? But this is attractive in the magnetic sense, as in you are a magnet and all of the things are being attracted towards you. It's just the manifestations. I think you will be quite surprised at the speed with which things manifest. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Hanged Man. Lovely. This is you being detached, right? See how he's taking his own head off here? This is you like, okay, I can both laser focus on some project, aspect, relationship, manifestation, whatever it is in my life, right? And I can be excited about it. I can be surprised by how quickly it manifests. I can do all of these things, but at the same time, I can be detached enough that it is not expectation. That I don't become desperate for something, empty because I don't have something yet, lost in the woods because I haven't found it yet, etc., etc., etc. Yeah, okay, Judgment. Bottom of the deck. Ten of Cups. This Five of Wands also came as well. The Burn It Down and Move On card. Judgment, burn it down, move on. I mean, you're so, yeah. You've come really far when it comes to the way that you want things. Let me put it that way. Just, that's kind of what's coming across here. Once upon a time, maybe you got not overly attached on the expectation. Okay, so what's happened is we've got either side of the same coin here, right? Which, what I call it, is like the scale, right? We've got all the way on the one end of the extreme and then all the way on the other end of the extreme. And the point is to learn some balance in the middle. Do you know what I mean? It's always going to be this dancing balance in the middle here. So this could have been you, in the sense that past you got so overly attached to outcomes and expectations that you were not able to hold them for yourself or hold yourself. You relied on the outcome or the expectation to fulfill you in some way that maybe you couldn't do for yourself, etc., etc. Or maybe you were all the way on the other end, if you're anything like me, where it's like you learned to not expect anything at all, because then if you don't expect anything, you will never be let down, or, you know, nothing, you're likely to get hurt less because you weren't putting any of your money on anything. But then it also stops you from looking forward to things and being excited about things. Hello, Queen of Wands. Ay, Dios mío. Very excited. You have massively grown and learnt. Judgment, Ten of Cups, that Five of Wands. It's kind of, you're dancing in the middle here with this balance, right? That's what's grown stronger for you, to be honest with you, Scorpio. This doesn't feel like what is growing. This feels like something that has grown stronger for you. And this card is a direct, almost command from the universe. Hey, try it out. Now that you want things differently, more healthily, detachedly, and more excitedly, and without expecting the worstly, try it. Try it now. See what it would be like now. Just go for it. Pick one thing. Yeah? You're different. You are different. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I love you so much. Let me know. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all of the YouTubey things, and check out the link down below for the World of Filara Patreon community, which is absolutely free to join. There's a bunch of free content over there. Just come say hi. We want to meet you. Okay? Love you so much. Bye. Hey, Sagittarius. How's it going? Let's get into your reading. What is growing or growing stronger for you? Both, either. In this buck moon energy. Growing more stable, perhaps more secure, or even just growing. Alright, so I just want to point out to you, these are the three where we can see the writing. as it has come out to me here. I want to make sure it stays exactly the same. Growth, joy, and happiness. I mean, it's the same freaking... okay, fine. So it seems like we've got a growth in joy and happiness. Okay, fair enough. Can you whittle it down? Can I just have one card, please, for Sagittarius? Let's be a bit more focused here. What is growing in the buck moon? Protection. Guardians of the Land, 21. Book. You are safe and surrounded by a protective shield. You are not alone. Your life is guided and protected by higher forces. Within this, you can soar to great heights. So I feel like it's a sense of like safety, a sense of security here. Perhaps in one area of life. Oh my gosh, I totally didn't even see that. It's the buck! Guys! It's the buck! That's literally the buck, and his horns, his antlers have grown, and he's like safe and secure, and I love this so much. I didn't even see you there, Mr. Buck. I'm so sorry. Let's see. Four of Wands. Yes. Very comfortable in something here. Very self-assured, self-secure. Four of Wands. I'm like, see here, this, I love this character. She's like, she's running her own little shop, right? She's got her hand on her money counter, register box, whatever it is. She's like, I've grown all of these flowers. Here I am at my stall presenting them. I did this myself. This is my little business. She's still super proud of it. Like, but she's secure in it, whatever it is. This is something that you feel safe in. You feel really safe in something. Safe in connection, safe in collaboration, safe in community, Three of Pentacles. Also, again, the growing of the things here, right? Safe in the... safe in how something... secure in how something is working out. Three of Pentacles makes me think of gears, like in a clockwork machine or mechanism or something. And where previously... perhaps the cogs were the wrong size, or they were not greased properly, or we didn't know how to use, you know, basically we have to, metaphorically speaking, take the entire mechanism apart, examine what's not working, what is working, put it all back together again so it is. And this seems to be it working out here. Like there's a growing sense of security in how something works for you. Uno más, por favor. Six of Swords, moving into calmer waters. It's not just a sense of security even, it's a sense of like peace and well-being and calm, right? A sense of you're figuring out how something specifically works for you. And it's coming from you here, Four of Wands. You're making this up yourself. Wands energy is creative energy, soul energy, maybe even artistic energy or something. Right, putting some work out there, and maybe Three of Pentacles, somebody wants to pay you some small amount for something, and it's that feeling of the process works. Maybe it's even just a manifestation process. Maybe it's like some kind of collaborative, you could even be talking work, business or something, friendship even with the Three of Pentacles, and relationship. I just am feeling more secure, more and more secure in the way that this works uniquely for me, the way I can work this, the way I can make something happen. And because you're doing it uniquely your way, and it's aligning with you and giving you great results, and or at least smooth results, I want to say, that's what I want to say again. Like the cogs in the system, it's just smoothly running. It's not running any faster or slower than it needs to. It's not racing. It's just doing what it should, like what you wanted maybe for it to be doing for a long time, you know, metaphorically speaking. Okay, let me leave it there because I could go on and on and on and on. It's just... I'm just like, it seems like it's not even a weight off the shoulders necessarily. It's not even just a breath of fresh air. It's just, right. I feel, now I know I can get on with, right? Now I know I can move forward. And it's not now I know and it's something negative. It's just now I know how this works. Or now I know how I work, possibly for some of you. Now I know how to do this, possibly. To make something happen here. And it's, let me see what I can do from here. So I'm going to leave it there, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for being here. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all the YouTubey things. And don't forget to check out down below for the World of Filara Patreon community, which is free to join. Just come say hi. We would love to meet you. Love you so much. Bye. Hey Capricorn, how's it going? Let's get straight into your reading. Looking at this buck moon energy, what is growing / growing stronger for you? Capricornians, my favorites. I'm allowed favorites because it's my life and Capricorn is my favorite. So, what's growing stronger for Caps in this buck moon energy? I'm not taking all three, thank you so much. Yeah, just one. Solo uno por favor. Alright, well I'm taking this one then. Yes, manifesting dreams, gratitude, lovely, also coming out as well. But I'm just taking the one that came out that I saw first. Meandering pathway flow. Number 24. Gimme. Everything falls into place when you don't resist the flow of the meandering pathway of life. Allow the path to take you where you need to go. Don't hurry or resist. Simply let go, surrender, and enjoy the journey. Interesting. Okay, so it's not so much growing stronger. I think this is talking about the path becoming, maybe it's what's growing stronger is just your ability to see it, I suppose. But for some reason, you see this like light that's coming through. He's looking this way, and it seems like the path is clearing the pathway. Maybe you've just been in a little bit of fog or in some dense thicket of woodland. And now we're kind of coming through, I don't know necessarily to the other side, but it's just, yeah, you can see clearer. The path is easier to find. Something like that. Let me keep going. Knight of Swords, Ten of Swords. Wow, yeah, definitely in the dense thicket. Possibly of the mind. Swords. Yes? Maybe literally out loud with other people in communication terms, but could just be here with yourself. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, okay, so here we have, you know, a person, probably you. It seems like with this Four of Pentacles, specifically Santa Muerte's Four of Pentacles, talking about not really necessarily living up to, not necessarily, it's not, when I say not caring, I don't necessarily mean in a vengeful kind of way, but not caring about other people's opinions or expectations of oneself, and instead caring more about one's own, finding more security and stability in one's own opinion of one's self or one's life or one's choices, right? Because this character here, I imagine that she's like kind of supposed to be getting married or something, because that's just kind of like what the world expects of her at this point in her life, maybe, or something like that. Maybe just because of her gender or something or whatever. It just seems like something's expected here, and she's like, no, you like can literally be over there expecting me to. You can look at me if you want and see me in a wedding dress because that's what you've got going on in your expectation and projection. Meanwhile, I'm over here just in my own little world. Four of Pentacles. But I see it's taken a moment to get there. With the Ten of Swords, the Knight of Swords and the Ten of Swords. It seems like, at least if there is something growing here, it's an opportunity for you to speak your mind, to get some things off of your chest here. Knight of Swords, Ten of Swords. And in so, not even necessarily like bringing things to an end. Yes. Bringing things to an end. Can I get a little bit more? Hold on one sec. Maybe the Ten of Swords was, Knight of Swords, was that labyrinth of the mind of, you know, maybe you overthinking or trying to too logically think your way through life. Right? Yeah, High Priestess. We're kind of learning to follow our intuition here. How do I follow what I feel rather than what I think? Especially, oh my gosh, Ace of Cups. Yeah. How do I follow what I feel instead of what I think? It's your ability to do so is growing here. in this buck moon energy. It seems like with the Knight of Swords, there will be opportunity presented to you to directly somewhat, I want to say act, but this is communication. So at least communicate something, even like just to friends or family or, you know, the close circle, about how you've been feeling or what you're thinking or something like that. But it does seem like this is an opportunity for you to communicate something somewhere. And I suppose maybe it's your ability to communicate from the heart, to possibly make decisions from the heart, or to listen to your heart over the opinions, expectations of others, whether specifically or just generally in society, right? It's quite sweet for a Capricorn, actually, right? The growing ability to follow the heart instead of the Capricornian, no, what? Everything is logical and strategic and material. Well, yes, until it isn't, Caps, okay? Love you so much. Let me know how this goes for you. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all the YouTubey things. And check out down below for the Patreon community. It's free. There's loads of stuff over there for free. Just join the community. We would love to have you and say hi, okay? Love you so much. Bye. Hello, hello Aquarius, how's it going? Welcome to your buck moon reading. Let's have a look at what is growing and growing stronger for you during this buck moon growing antlers energy. What's getting stronger for Aquarius? What's growing in their life? Thank you so much. Refuge, the Enchanted Fern Grotto. I love how the Enchanted Fern Grotto is just like this magical pixie fantasy fairy tale thing, you know, but then refuge is like such a powerful, strong word, for some people especially. Let's have a look here. 16. Just in case this message. Retreat and replenish your inner resources. Now is not the time to act, but to incubate your ideas for the future. Be still. The answers are within you. Magic is all around you. So right now is... It's not even a time of receptivity to receive, really. And so, if we're receiving anything, we're receiving energy. This is kind of like charging yourself like a Duracell battery. Let's have a look here. Clarify, please. Clarify. Interesting. Coming out in the same place as Capricorn, but totally different meaning. Some safety to express yourself. Somewhere safe, warm and cozy, I want to say, to express yourself. Even if you want to express yourself in perhaps a harsh manner with the Knight of Swords, or a frantic, flailing manner with the Knight of Swords. Sometimes 7 of Cups. Eight of Pentacles. Interesting. Yeah, it seems like we're talking here. One sec, I just want to make sure that this says retreat, replenish your inner resources, not the time to act, incubate your ideas for the future. You seem to have a lot of ideas here with the 7 of Cups. There may be a slight frustration around the energy for you with the Knight of Swords. It's not the Knight of Wands, that would be more so. But the Knights are kind of... the only Knight that isn't really is the Knight of Pentacles. But especially the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Swords can be quite impatient. It does seem like you're being afforded opportunities to speak your mind here and stuff. And maybe come up with some ideas. Or maybe plan them or write them down or something. But I do sense a slight frustration with the Knight of Swords. That it's like, I kind of want to act on it straight away. You are going to need to slow down here, the 8 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles is constant, consistent daily effort. Constant, consistent daily effort, more like the Knight of Pentacles, it's far more beneficial than just throwing everything that you've got at it at once. Right? It seems like, can you see here, this guy is like examining his, not necessarily even options. Some of you that might be the case, but he's just examining what's in front of him. Don't necessarily need to like make an entire choice about something right now. Inner stability is more important. What's growing stronger here, please? Right, okay, I see. What's growing stronger is your ability to take it one day at a time. To be more constant, consistent daily effort. even in a small way. Instead of trying to build the entire wall in a day, this is doing it as many bricks as you want to today. Today, 5 bricks, tomorrow, 10 bricks, the day after, 1 bricks, and then none bricks for a couple of days, right? Again, thank you so much. Just to confirm, the King of Pentacles. Constant, consistent daily effort. That's what leads to the long-term success. Not just long-term success as in something that is more deep-rooted and, you know, stronger holding, but also something that lasts longer as well. There's something here you should be taking your time with. And what's growing for you, what's growing stronger, is your, quite literally, your ability to allow things to take time. High Priestess, yeah. A more inward focus here. A more inward, internal focusing, perhaps taking some time to learn about the self, yourself uniquely, etc. This is you here with the Page of Swords, Aquarius energy. It is here with the Knight of Swords too, but it's there. Study again, look how she's looking in the, maybe you studying, learning more about you, yourself, your unique personality, or maybe if you want to approach it spiritually, psychologically, physically in terms of your health or your fitness, like however you want to do that, right? What's growing stronger for you is the literal skill and ability to let things take their time, right? As long as they need to grow, as long as they need to flourish, and just rather than trying to make something happen in an instant, like building the wall, we're just doing it as many bricks as we feel like right now, as many bricks as we can muster right now. And if some days we can't manage a brick, then maybe we'll just dust it down. Maybe we'll just give it a wash. It's all constant, consistent daily effort. Small, minute actions are better than trying to do everything at once here, right? And you are figuring that out here. It's becoming more of a character trait of yours. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all the YouTubey things, and check out down below in the description box for the Patreon community. We would love to have you at the WOF community. It's totally free to join, and there's a whole bunch up there already. Okay, love you so much. Bye. Hello Pisces. Let's get straight into your reading. Having a look at your buck moon energy. What is growing stronger for you? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger and a little taller. I do know the words to that song, but I have like music in my headphones right now, like just trailer music, soundtrack stuff or whatever. It just helps me channel. But so yeah, I would sing that better if I was actually listening to it, I promise. Oh, sorry if you can hear the helicopter. All right, Pisces in July. Please, let's have a look. What is growing for Pisceans? What is growing stronger around this buck moon energy, in light of this buck moon energy? Are you freaking serious right now? Like, how loud do you gotta be? Thanks. Oh, check it out. My temporary tat is coming in. Excuse that, that's where I burnt myself on the oven several times. That's my real tat. And there's the temporary one that's coming in. It's fun to watch. Okay, recommended, highly recommended. Pisces, what is changing / grow? Ooh, beauty. I just feel internal and external, right? Not internal and external, as in you personally, your beauty, physically and in many other ways, and also beauty that is not yours, right? That is situational beauty or natural beauty, or I don't know. Summer is beautiful here. Growing beauty, thank you so much. Remarkable spiritual beauty is growing within you. Be aware of the beauty that is around you, and splendor will expand it in your life. Thanks. Create beauty in your home, even in the smallest ways, and inner grace will radiate out from you, etc., etc. Whatever, we know what you're saying. You don't got to say it in such a namby-pamby way. It's really confusing and disconnecting sometimes. Talk to me about this beauty. Oh, yeah, I knew it, Bebs. Look, see, it's you. It's you. Right, but what I love about this is I love using Santa Muerte. This is the Queen of Wands, and she's like, ay, Dios mío, oh my gosh, like she is surprised, right? It's almost like in, like what I was just saying, right? The Queen of Wands is the most attractive of the deck, not just magnetically in terms of her energy, her presence, her personality, and her vibes and stuff, but also, yes, physically. She is physically the most attractive, and men are just kind of men. I would say men. Whoever is attracted to her, they are mightily so. She is just incredibly physically attractive for her own unique reasons, right? So this is you here, male or female or whatever. But it's also the ideos mio of the beauty that is around, right? Can you see she's very much like, oh my gosh, like not only like, yeah, okay, she is, but she's reacting to something beautiful. Gimme, 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 gimme. This is also incredible creative energy for those of us artists here. Beauty, wood nymph, Venusian, creative wand energy here. It bodes well for artistic pursuits and talents and skills. Thank you so much, Queen of Swords. And look, there's the other side of you. Making something happen. You are... It's a very confident energy. Confidently knowing something. Yeah, look at that. The Lovers. All right. So those of us who are in I say us, those of us who are in a romantic relationship here, there is a growing self-expression. Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords. You are wanting to express. You're going to be wanting to express yourself. You might find yourself here more physically attracted to your partner and stuff, and just generally having more fun times, etc., etc. With the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands together, especially with this Lovers, it's the ability to, like, something to do with communication as well. Something to do with the way that you express yourself. Let's not even just say words. With these two together, this could be also you artistically creating yourself, very uniquely expressing yourself to your partner. If you are single and mingling and looking for, then again, what's growing is our confidence in our ability to put across the most authentic version of ourselves, right? And falling in love with and accepting and truly understanding the beauty of oneself internally, obviously then externally, and then putting that across, right? That confidence and that bravado is not fake, it's not false, it's not a facade, it's just you being you, right? You're able to do this a little bit more. You're much more confident in this here, right? And I do want to say with the Lovers here, you guys do want to be on the lookout, possibly, Pisces, at least for your ideal. Start asking yourself, Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, getting to know your ideal. Those of you that are single or looking or, you know, wanting to improve their romantic situation. Separate yourself from everyone and everything and just give me your ideal. What is that? What does it look like? What does it feel like? I don't want any specific names or any specific faces unless, you know, it helps you create some kind of character around said person. Don't be giving me any actual people that exist, all right? Your ideal. Okay. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and all the YouTubey things. Check out down below for the Patreon community. It's totally free to join, and we WAFs would love to have you. So come and say hi, okay? Love you so much. Bye. Hello, Aries. Let's get into your reading, having a look at the Buck Moon energy. What is growing stronger or growing in your life, or where possibly? Let's have a look. What's growing stronger for Aries in this Buck Moon energy? Thank you. We have here, protection. Okay, so similar. Somebody else got this. Do not ask me who it was because it was a long time ago now. And we have protection here with, and if you notice, this is the buck that the Buck Moon refers to. Right? His antlers have grown. The buck is the buck, as in the deer, and it signals the season or the time when their antlers start growing or something like that. They start maturing, becoming stronger, both with the antlers and within themselves, because they're sort of like, you know, going from child to teenager in deer terms. So they're growing stronger. Sort of might be physical changes, no, definitely physical changes going on for them and stuff. So it's really interesting that it's come out here for you. And also, you are the Aries, okay, the stag. You are the stag. Protection. So it's sense of security. It might read differently for you than it did for whoever else it was, but you are safe, surrounded by a protective shield, not alone. Your life is guided and protected by higher forces, etc., etc. Okay, I'm just going to clarify here. Give me some specifics on this protection, please. There is growth within whatever this is, these mushrooms down at the bottom. There is things happening. There's a stillness here, but within the stillness there is still growth. Yeah? Okay, the world. Interesting. Clarify. Thank you. A Two of Pentacles. Dos de Oros. Uno más, por favor. And the Knight of Pentacles. I mean, yeah, the Knight of Pentacles. Oh my god, I cannot remember what knight is in Spanish. I'm so sorry. Knight of Oros. All right, so this, obviously, there is two people here literally looking face to face, but I do want us to remember that that is a Pentacles card. Whilst it could be including someone else, there seems to be maybe an exchange of money going on here. We could be talking work, business, money and stuff. Yeah, the World Two of Pentacles. It seems like you have recently come to the end of something just, I want to say massive, really. Internally or externally. That World card just feels really big for some reason. I don't know why. Like bigger than it normally does. You know, if that normally comes out and I'm like, oh, the culmination of, it's the falling together of the pieces of the jigsaw puzzle to finally see what picture it was making the entire time. But I don't know, that's just carried a really heavy weight with it. I think there is still an element of Two of Pentacles. I think there is still an element of seeing the jigsaw puzzle falling into place, things aligning and stuff, right? But I don't know, this feels really heavy. Sorry about whatever it was that it was, because it just feels heavy. The Two of Swords. Does seem like you have cut things off here. Must be for this protection. Oh, okay, I get it. I got it. I'm with you now. So, whatever you went through, you did the things, you went through the things, and you got all of the experiences, the lessons. I'm sorry it was so hard, etc. But now you can kind of see, or at least you will be seeing, how the jigsaw puzzle pieces fall together. Maybe some of you already have, of why things happened, either the way that they did, or when they did, or with who they did, or whatever it is, right? You can kind of see the jigsaw puzzle. Okay, I am this person now because of that, and you can sort of see where it all links up and sort of aligns. And it's, this Two of Swords, I will point out, on the bottom of the deck is very similar energy with the Two of Wands. See the guns? It's this energy of protection, of sort of, I won't say you necessarily closed yourself off, but this big heavy world end card feels like you came to the end of cutting off a lot of things and sort of picked up your bags, and now you're off. You've created this protection for yourself, and what's growing stronger, it is some protection, but it's gimme, gimme, gimme. Seven of Wands. Okay, so we are going to venture out without not without the protection, with the protection. So previous to this has been a period of protection, of self-protection. Two of Swords, maybe literally isolating yourself, not in a depressing, negative way, but because it was necessary for you to learn your lessons, do what you needed to do. What's growing stronger for you is the readiness to go back out. Yeah? The readiness to go back outside, almost, I want to say. Yeah, picking up your bags and you're like, okay, I'm a bit more secure in myself. I know what I'm looking for. I know when I will see it eye to eye, whether that's person, situation, whatever it is. I will just know when it is aligned with me because of all of this heavy work. You seem to have ended a book of your life here. Not even just a chapter, like a book. And now you're ready to go out and, okay, what's in the next book? Right? So what's growing stronger for you? The feeling that I'm ready to start the next book, whatever that looks like for me. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for being here. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all the YouTubey things. And check out down below for the Patreon community, which is totally free to join. Okay, love you so much. Bye. Hello Taurus. How's it going? Let's get into your Buck Moon reading. What is growing stronger for you in this Buck Moon energy? Let's take a look. Or what or where is growing stronger? What in life, where in life is growing? Okie dokie, thank you so much. Number 1, air spirit, knowledge. Interesting. So, growing knowledge. Growing knowledge book, please. Thank you. Just in case there's something. Take a moment to think things through. Think as well as feel the right direction. Get clarity. Become focused before stepping forth. Take care to have thoughtful communication with others. Seems like there's a growing clarity, growing understanding, right? The more knowledge that we have about said whatever it is, or person perhaps, or situation, path, the more we begin to understand something, right? Even if we don't necessarily agree with this, right? Here's an example. I always say this about my mum. My mum, I'm not going to name names or anything, but my mum has these 2 or 3 specific people in life that she's always talking about, like they're annoying and they're this and they're that, and I can't stand them and blah, 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 blah. And I always point out to her that those 3 people, 2/3 people, are exactly like 2/3 or 2 people in my family. They're literally exactly the same. They have completely different, like, manifested lives, but they have the same opinions. They react the same to things. They have the same, maybe, emotional irregulation, etc., etc. And I'm always like to her, why don't you feel the same way about these people in your family that are exactly the same as these other 2? And I was like, it's because you know more about them. You can have more empathy because you understand their story. You know perhaps more of why they're like they are, so you can feel sympathy for them and want to help them instead of feeling so angsty against them, right? The more we know, the more we know, the less we fear, genuinely. I was going to say the more we know and the more we grow, the Dr. Seuss thing. But no, this is like the more you know, the less you fear about something here. There's a growing knowledge and understanding of maybe multiple things. 8 of Pentacles. It's on a daily basis here. Right? Not a daily basis like, you know, you're going to be hounded and you won't get a break from it. It's just 8 of Pentacles is constant, consistent, daily effort. So there is this sort of thing of like a constant, consistent daily effort of knowledge, of knowing things, of not knowing things, of attempting possibly to understand things. This might be you actively diving into some area of study, either about yourself, your life, or freaking astronomy. I don't care. Justice, the balancing of the scales. Again, the scythe. I love this Justice card. She's holding her scales, right? And they're balanced. But she's holding a scythe as well, implying that she's kind of the death card too, which is Santa Muerte in this deck. She's kind of the death card too, or the death figure of, like, you know, swing the scythe and, okay, you're gone. They're dead, right? And I'm kind of getting a vibe here that, again, it's that in knowing more about something, in attempting to know more about something or someone or yourself, or the ability that is growing for you to gain more knowledge and clarity and understanding about someone, something, this scythe is kind of chopping away at the past negativity or doubt. Or can you see here, like, how this was like the fog that you used to be in, like the confusion, the misunderstanding perhaps. 2 of Swords. Snip, snip. Snip, 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 snip. Cutting things off, cutting things out. 3 of Wands. Yes. The more clarity you gain, yes, the more you understand both yourself and others, and in some specific situation, the easier it is for you to walk away from something here. 2 of Swords, 10 of Swords, 3 of Wands, the easier it is for you to decide to move forward from something here. To let it lie as it's going to lie, perhaps with other people or at least another person, whatever it is. You're just like, if I continue to need this thing, person, situation to be a certain way in order for me to move forward, I will forever be in the fog, right? Let me get to know myself and why I think I need to stay here. Let me get to understand and bring some clarity to myself and the situation of why. And as I begin to understand that, I feel less and less afraid of letting it go, which is the thing that I actually want to do so that I can rise above it here in this boat and float off with clarity. Oh my gosh, 10 of Swords. New horizons, 3 of Wands. To have things to look forward to and be excited for instead of weighted down by what it is. What's growing for you is clarity, understanding, okay? It's not without effort, though, here with the 8 of Pentacles. You are going to have to literally actively want to do this and seek it out, okay? Okay. I love you so much, Taurus. Let me know how this goes. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all the YouTubey things, and check out down below for the Patreon community, which is absolutely free. There's a bunch of free content. Just come say hi. We would love to have you, okay? Love you so much. Bye. Hey, Gemini. How's it going? Let's get into this. Your buck moon energy. What's growing or growing stronger, just like the antlers of the buck for Gemini. What in life, where in life is expanding or is growing stronger? Let's have a look, see. We have, oh, look at that. Boom. Love it. 28, transcending the Pegasus, rising above, perhaps. Let's see, just in case there's something in the book for you. You're on a pilgrimage of the soul. Thank you very much. It's time to transcend the the weight of earthly burdens. Fly over situations that have been pulling you down. Don't involve yourself with the drama of others. When you remember that you have come from spirit and are eternal, challenging situations will resolve. A profound transformation is at hand. I do just want to show you bottom of the deck. We have the Phoenix here. Also rising above, but transmutation. This is something you have... oh, look at that. It's literally the next one. 28, 29. Pegasus, Phoenix. Fine. We'll have both. Transmutation is not just... or transcending transmutation, it's not just the rising above, but it's also the alchemy of having taken something which maybe is of the past, wasn't working anymore, that you grew out of, perhaps, or whatever, and turning it into something new, right? Phoenix rising from the ashes, rebirth, renewal, refresh, right? I brought the tower down upon myself or in my life or in some situation. I feel like that part's already been done. Maybe that's what you're doing right now. And you've made the most of it. You've turned it into something that positively contributes. Or what's growing for you is the ability to turn it into something that works for you. It's kind of, I was saying this to whoever it was earlier, I refer to it like the X-Men process. Process is the wrong word, but like the X-Men, right? Usually what happens for a mutant in the X-Men comic book world, when they're younger, they might not even know necessarily that they are a mutant. Like their powers maybe don't come in until they're older. It's different for a lot of them, but usually it's quite a really a traumatic experience and stuff. And especially kids or mutants who have their powers are unwieldy. They don't know how to use them, right? They don't know how to use them, so they have to go to Professor Xavier's School of Mutants, which is, what I refer to as like the shadow work, if you want to, therapy, if you want to call it that, and reprogramming yourself and your mind and dealing with your traumas and your baggage and all of this stuff. It's learning how to hone that superpower. Do you know what I mean? It kind of seems like that's what's going on here, is taking something that was once the worst of, not necessarily the worst of life. Let's see what comes out clarifying. But something that was the negative of something, or negative of life in some way, rising above it, number one, and then turning the situation into something brand new. So the situation even still exists, but it just looks brand new. It looks completely different to what it looked like before. Stronger. 'Cause I'm stronger than yesterday. Yeah, look at that, the devil. This is a tough one. This is a tough one. Tough one. 3 of Wands. And the Star. Yeah. This is actually beautiful. Like, literally, taming the devil within. Right? Like, you are my superpower. You're not supposed to work against me. You're supposed to work for me. We don't need to... The superpower is no longer unwieldy and causing you and others harm because you don't know how to use it, or you're trying to save everyone all of the time or something. Now it's, look, you have the manual. See the book in his mouth? You have the manual. You kind of have some idea of where you would like to go from here. What's growing for you is the ability to not just, I don't want to just say tame the devil, or, you know, it's not as simple as that, but yeah, to take the depths of something, go through the depths of something, perhaps that part's already happened here, and turn it into the best thing. Turn it into, yeah, 4 cups. Things that didn't work out before, things that let you down before, things that did not come to fruition in some kind of way, and boom, the Lovers. Beautiful. Yep. Ta-da! No longer is it fear, doubt, or control trying to make it happen. It's just simply choice with the Lovers over here. That's like the ultimate choice card here. You are going to make, well, yeah. You're going to make the ultimate choice here to take, well, what was possibly the worst or the most crushing experience or aspect or something, lesson of your life, and turn it into the best thing that ever happened to you. Right? That's what's happening here. Seems quite big, Gemini. I'm curious about what this is. Okay? Don't be fooled. This might be to do with romance, but the Lovers is just here. This is big life choices, and this is you making that choice. Okay? So I'm going to leave it there. Love you so much. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all of the YouTubey things, and check out down below for the Patreon, which is totally free to join. Bunch of free content. Come say hi to us. We'd love to meet you. Okay? Love you so much. Bye.